this good, nothing can stop it.
Some things in your medicine cabinet are more dangerous than others. When it comes to prescription drugs, opioid pain medicines can be addictive and even deadly. Half the people who misuse prescription pain medicines get them from a friend or family member. Be part of the solution. Go through your medicine cabinets, drawers, anywhere you keep unused opioid pills, patches, or syrups. Find out how to dispose of them safely. Visit fda.gov/drug disposal.
This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell and Unette Gentry. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Give them a call, 727-9900. Today's news is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating. New service and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
Welcome to our 5:30 broadcast here on KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Unette Gentry. It is Tuesday, September 27th.
Well, there were plenty of fireworks before the first question last night's debate between Republican candidates for Nye County Sheriff. Candidate Joe McGill first proposed a debate on October 15th. Sharon Worley, who's running for another term, wanted to change the date to September 26th and change the format to more of a question and answer session. McGill wouldn't agree to those terms and said he wouldn't participate. He showed up last night for the event. He was just going to watch, but was surprised when he was called up to the microphone by the sheriff. The pair had a debate about the debate format.
This is not a debate. This is, I did not agree to this format. I'm here tonight to listen. I mean, by a show of hands, who would like to do this in this format? I'm here. I was not prepared to do this, trust me, and Sharon knew that, and she just put me on the spot. But, hey, I'm here. Let's go. Let's have a debate. Let's have a debate. Let's both be in the same room together. And go back and forth and respond to each other. So Sharon, please, join us. I've never seen a presidential debate held in the format that was at VEA.
I've never seen a presidential debate held in a format that's in Pahrump or Nye County.
Correct, because this is not a debate.
You're not president.
What are we going to do? What are we going to do here? What are we going to do here?
It's not president.
I just assumed we got questions, answer them.
Stay in the room with me.
I really don't want to hear what your answers are, and I would rather answer them on my own.
This is your event. You tell me what you want to do.
I did tell you what I wanted to do, and you disagreed with me.
Correct, I did.
You have been disagreeing with me.
And I told you what I wanted to do on October 15th. A debate, back and forth.
But this back and forth is not a debate.
Right now, it's not. I don't.
What we're doing
we don't
right
need to do
now,
this. Let's get past
what we're
this.
doing right this second, that's a debate. But
I was not prepared for this tonight. As a matter of fact, the only reason I'm here was so that you wouldn't go on the internet and say, I no-showed.
And now part two of our Nye County Sheriff story and about the debate. During Monday night's debate, the audience quickly learned that there are huge differences between Sheriff Sharon Worley and Joe McGill. And those differences include the fact that McGill says that employee morale and turnover is a big problem in the sheriff's office. Meanwhile, Sheriff Sharon Worley is quick to suggest there are other factors at play.
You know, the culture isn't the same as it used to be. People don't just go to one job and just stay there. They come in, they go through our academy, they manage to graduate, they stay for a year, they stay for 2 years, they stay for 3 years until they can find another job someplace else where they came from. You can't hold people just by money alone. You can't hold people by being overly nice to them or gracious to them. People want to move, and they do. I haven't written out exactly how many people have left the department in the last 3 years. I think it's somewhere around 86.
I can't tell you in the last 3 years, but I can tell you in the last 8 years. 167 people have left our department in the last 8 years. That's almost our entire department. That's almost a 100% turnover. in 8 years. That, I would say, is about unheard of. There are people who go for more money. There are also people who go for more respect. Aaron Williamson left this department and is commuting to go to Nevada Highway Patrol because he couldn't work here anymore. They might be getting more money coincidentally when they get another job. They might be. But that is not the be-all, end-all of why they're leaving. You can't ask the deputies because they can't speak openly. But they would tell you that they cannot stand to come to work more often than not. Because, as Jose said so famously in the previous debate in April, oppressed. And I think everybody was about to gag if he'd have said the word one more time, but it was true. The deputies are not appreciated, not respected, working with substandard equipment.
You know, I don't mind debating anybody, but I like somebody who isn't trying to play games or make somebody else look bad just for a political reason. I have never tried to make him look bad. I have never said anything bad about him, and yet he's gone in the paper and called me incompetent. He's gone in the paper and said a lot of other things about me. I have not said anything bad about him or his campaign. And I'm not going to now, other than the fact that I think you need to know the truth. I am not a sneaky person. I just don't do those things. But listening to him, I'm a really sneaky bastard, you know? And I'm not. I never have been, and I never will be.
I have the department, her department, endorsing me. I do not believe that that is simply because I'm going to be nice to them. I think that's because they have faith in me and that they no longer have faith in their current sheriff. The fact that I won, albeit by a small margin, in the primary election, to me speaks volumes. The fact that you can drive through the neighborhoods in this community and see as many Joe McGill for Sheriff signs as you do, I think speaks volumes. The fact that you can drive through these neighborhoods in this community and see a deputy's car in the driveway and a Joe McGill for Sheriff sign in the front yard, I think speaks volumes.
And if you missed any of that action, you can watch that entire debate on our KPVM Facebook page, where it live streamed Monday night. And as Joe McGill alluded to during that debate, he edged out Sheriff Sharon Worley in the June primary by a vote of 3,600 to nearly 3,500.
Well, thankfully, no injuries after today's two-vehicle crash on Highway 372. Two drivers declined to be medically transported by Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue Ambulance from a two-vehicle high-impact crash that occurred this afternoon on Highway 372 near Bowling Street. Traffic was blocked temporarily in all directions during the investigation and cleanup of the vehicles and debris. The crash involved the sedan and pickup truck. Nevada Highway Patrol is investigating the cause of this crash that caused major damage to both vehicles. Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies and Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue were on scene, along with Nye County Sheriff's Office auxiliary units who conducted traffic control.
And a warning for you about an escaped inmate in the southern Nevada area when we return.
Everyone knows that landscaping in the desert can be a challenge. Land Art Landscaping is a licensed landscape contracting company that can design and install your own beautiful desert or even tropical oasis right here in Pahrump. Also, weeds can overcome your lot in no time. Land Art Landscaping can clean up the weeds and put you on a monthly service program to keep your yard maintained. Commercial and residential, call Land Art 727-8512. That's Land Art at 727-8512.
Do you want your life savings and assets safe from the creditors and government after your death? Do you want to save time and confusion to your loved ones for the process of estate planning? Is it important to you to create a plan to provide security for you and your family? Will protect your assets from the creditors. Don't wait. Call David M. Grant, attorney at law, for all your estate planning needs. Call today, 702-938-2244 for a free 30-minute consultation.
You're watching News 25, the most recognized and farthest reaching local news in Nye County. News 25, local news you can count on. This segment of News 25 is brought to you by Lisa Spahitz and Mike Plasmeyer at Country Financial Insurance. Auto, home, life, and commercial. 775-727-8920.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, the Nevada Department of Corrections needs you to keep an eye out for a wanted fugitive in this area.
The Nevada Department of Corrections reports that on September 27th, a medium security inmate escaped from Southern Nevada Correctional Center in Indian Springs, Nevada. Offender Porfirio Duarte Herrera was determined missing during the 7 a.m. scheduled count. Escape procedures were initiated at approximately 8 a.m., and search teams remain in effect. Duarte Herrera arrived at the Nevada Department of Corrections on February 18th of 2010 from Clark County. He is serving a sentence of life for murder with use of a deadly weapon. Autry is 5 feet 4 inches tall, 135 pounds, with brown eyes and brown hair. He has no reported tattoos. A retake warrant has been issued. Anyone with information on the whereabouts of Duarte Herrera should immediately call 911. And that fugitive is wanted for the Luxor bombing. You may remember when that happened there. And we'll have more information on that as we go to our break. But Ann Harris from the Prump Senior Center is inviting everyone down for this Saturday's event at the center.
Okay, the Senior Center's got a whole bunch of stuff coming up in October. On Saturday the 1st, we have our Pancake Breakfast. It is $5 per person. We will have pancakes, sausage, O'Brien potatoes, scrambled eggs, coffee, tea, milk, and juice. Please bring your whole family. We're having a good old time here on that day. It's Saturday morning, October 1st, 8 to noon. You can get tickets at the center or at the door. Please come by and enjoy Pancake Breakfast with us. And then that evening, the Elks have been so kind as to put a benefit show on for the Senior Center as well. And that is going to be at 5 o'clock that evening at the Elks. Dinner is Swiss steak, potatoes, vegetables, salad, and dessert, and actually a show as well from the Glam Girls and Bill Watson. Tickets are $15 a person for there. You can get those at the Elks or here at the Senior Center. We're located at 1370 West Basin, which is inside of the Sunset Community Mobile Home Park. So please come by and enjoy the day with us. And then the Elks is located at 2220 East Basin Avenue. That's at 5 o'clock on Saturday evening. Our event, Pancake Breakfast, is 8 a.m. Saturday morning.
And VA Life is expanding access to life insurance coverage for veterans with certain disabilities. Now all veterans age 80 and under with service-connected disabilities are eligible for guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance. Daniel Keenahan oversees the insurance service for the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. He says now the goal is to make more veterans aware of their benefits.
We're doing a lot to modernize at the VA insurance service in order to automate, innovate, and educate. We're trying to increase veteran access and outcomes, and we've done a lot getting more online. We're electronic way of communication being more secure and faster than the traditional mail. And we're educating how life insurance can protect those who matter most. The VA insurance service offers two different kinds of life insurance. One is term and the other is whole life. Term insurance is available for service members through Service Members Group Life Insurance up to $400,000, and then Active Guard and Reserve can also extend that to their family members. Spouses are eligible for up to $100,000 of coverage, and dependent children can have $10,000 of coverage. And then whole life insurance is something we've been doing for over 100 years, and we're getting ready to roll out VA Life as a new whole life insurance product for all veterans age 80 and under at any level of service-connected disability without time limits to sign up, which is an advantage over other programs we've had in the past. We try to educate people that life insurance is to help people plan for the future for an eventuality that will happen. And it's not about protecting yourself, it's about protecting those who matter most in order to meet either end-of-life costs or pass on to something that will help with your future legacy. It's not an easy decision to make, but it is a benefit that our veterans have earned, and we're happy to provide that service. To get the most current information, I recommend our veterans go to va.gov/life-insurance to learn more about rates and how to sign up. We have a listserv with a quarterly newsletter that goes out providing the most current information. Or if they want to ask questions of our VA Insurance Service call center, they can call 1-800-NOW-VIPS or 1-800-669-8477. That's VIPS because veterans are VIPs.
We were talking about that wanted fugitive.
Yes.
We were in that press release that they sent out. They didn't talk very much about the actual bombing itself. He was convicted of planting and bombing a pipe bomb.
Serious offense.
Him and a friend decided to try to kill his ex-lover and her boyfriend and the mother of his child at the time. And the mother and the child were unharmed. He did, however, kill the boyfriend. In the Luxor parking lot, he was a hot dog worker inside the Luxor. When he came back out of the Luxor, he removed the pipe bomb from the top of the car, and it exploded. So they are looking for that suspect.
Yes, he is wanted. Please keep your eyes peeled in the area.
And call 911 if you have any information.
Yes.
News 25 will return after this break.
Are you tired of long waits and doctors who put themselves first? At Spring Mountain Medical, we provide health care the way you've always imagined it. We have a patient-first focus, which means helping you feel better and living a more productive and pain-free life. We have a fully integrated family and physical medicine practice with expert care, same-day appointments in a world-class facility. Call us today at 775-727-8900 for an appointment for primary care or chiropractic care today. That's 775-727-8900.
I choose VA because giving back to veterans is the most important thing that we can do.
I choose VA because I want to serve the veterans that served us.
I choose the VA because they make me feel important.
I choose the VA because the VA cares.
I choose VA because they've saved my life.